Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Touken Ranbu. It's me, FrostElfia, your lovely Saniwa for this Let's Play series. And I never was originally planning to film an episode tonight, but I logged in to do one of my daily login awards because they have a new background out. And I was like, I'm still editing the other video, by the way. So when you guys see this episode, I'm still editing the last episode. So, I wasn't planning to film an episode until this popped up on my screen. And, I felt like, okay, this is probably something I want to include in, an episode of, Let's Play Touken Ranbu. So it says, please select a Touken Danshi to progress the story. The one of starting 5, I obviously have Hachiska. The stories of the Touken Danshi you have not selected can be read from the Great Invasions from Touken Library after a certain period of time. You will not be able to read the stories of Touken Danshi you have never owned before. So, I'm gonna go with Hachiska. I'm gonna stick with Hachiska because you guys know I've talked about it countless times in previous episodes. Hachiska is my #1 favorite Touken Danshi sword. So, we're gonna go ahead and pick him. Yes, I want to continue the story with Hachiska. Hi, Mikazuki. What's up? Okay.
それは本当なのか大進行過分にして知らないが我々はどうすればいい
今のところ我々は政府の言うことを聞くしかあるまい。
今のところか
せいてはことをしそんじる。読み違えれば守れるものも守れぬ。それこそ星の数ほどあるからな。見極めなければ。
次郎たちはあれでまだ現世よりです。
Okay. No idea what that was about. We got a lot of stuff to collect here. What's this? Touken Ranbu Online Pocket. Oh yeah, they're doing a 6th anniversary special login bonus right now, so this is pretty exciting. Okay. Oh, our forges are done. Let's see who we got. Okay, so this bottom one was with the Fuji, the other one wasn't. So let's see. Alright, it's another Mitsuno Kami. And who did we get? Ah! Another Hisamaru! Alright, so we're gonna change these up a bit. We're gonna put these at 70, and we're gonna put these at 700, 700, 950, 950. Forge. Alright, 3 hours. And let's put them at 900 this time. So we'll have 2 different recipes going on. And that gave us a half-hour one. An hour and a half. I mean, let's go in, accept these real quick. Alright. Oh, nope. Wait, formation. I need to get my formations back in order. The feature to appoint Touken Danshi as aide is now released. Oh, I heard about this. Click on aide button to display the list of Touken Danshi. You can select the Touken Danshi to be appointed as aide from the list of Touken Danshi. Touken Danshi who are on survey or on training cannot be appointed as aide. Click on the Appoint as Aide button to appoint Touken Danshi as aide. The selected Touken Danshi has been appointed as aide. There will be aide mark for the Touken Danshi who is now appointed as aide, and the background of the Touken Danshi will be in a special color. The Touken Danshi appointed as aide will be shown in Hanmaru. Please check how to play for more information. I read about this. It's like a new deal that they brought out with the recent update. Aide. Point as aide. Bring Hachiska back, please. Thank you. All right, let's get everybody back.
舞
Maru.
台の役を落とせばいいんだね。
Souza. Gokotai.
はい。
Place. Was it you? Yes.
当然です。
Place. Magitsune.
ほほう。主殿もお目が高い。
And Surumaru.
任せておけ。
Alrighty
先陣切って
dighty.
空気をつかむぜ。
I still have swords that need to be repaired too, by the way. Repair Yagin
本職に任せるか。
and Yamabagiri. Poor Yamabagiri, he's gonna be in there for a long
朽ち果ててし
time.
まっても構わなかったんだがな。
Alright. So we're gonna try our hand at this event.
俺たちの成長
Between now and March 7th, it will be possible to sortie to mock battles as part of enhancement program against Great Invasion middle phase. The mock battles are practice for fighting against the onslaught of enemies we expect to face in Great Invasion. In Great Invasion, colossal enemies, which are even more powerful than regular enemies, are expected to appear. Enhancement program against Great Invasion. In the advanced and hard mock battles, colossal enemies have been implemented as the enemy team commanders. The abilities of colossal enemies have been set at a high level, make defeating them your first objective. You will be able to practice support attacks again. Check how to play for the details. Any Tokendanchi or troops injured during training will be restored to their pre-sortie state upon returning to the Hanmaru. Oh, that's good. Make sure to prepare yourself for the Great Invasion by strengthening your Tokendanchi. And thank you for the how to play screen. Oh, that's what it means by colossal enemies. They take up 2 dills. Okay. Huh. And then I guess that's like stuff you can purchase. Ooh, yeah. Beginner. We good to go? Seems like it. Okay. This screen is where you can make a final check of the sortie team and team leader that will support them. This screen is where you can select handy items which will enable the mock battles to proceed, to be able to advance at an advantage. If you don't have any handy items, you can purchase them on this screen. I don't. What is going on? Wait, I can do support? Okay. Okurikata.
慣れ合うつもりはない。
Ooh. Charge. What the heck? Let's see what happens. I've never played an event like this yet. In the mock battles, you will fight against repeated waves of attacking enemies. Try to defeat them all before 10 turns pass. The battle will end if all Tokendanchi in the sortie team leave the front line or if they are all incapacitated. This is different music from normal. So far, we're okay. There we go. Nearly took out some enemies. So, yeah, this is okay. This is okay. It's going okay so far. Oh, wow. So that's what it meant by try to defeat them all before 10 turns pass. Nearly about to take out my... Wow, that was a lot. Good effort. In this training, there is a scoring system evaluating how the battle played out, and EXP will be earned accordingly. Aside from the number of enemies defeated, total damage and total Nito Kaigen are some of the ways to earn points. The EXP you earn will be halved if Touken Danshi leave the front line or are incapacitated. Using an enhancement training tool, Gumbai will double the EXP you earn. Enhancement training tool Gumbai can be purchased at the store or when sorting. Okay.
当然だよ。贋作とは違うんだ。
Alright, so 49.54. Wasn't that bad, actually.
俺たちの戦場へ。
Ooh, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Let's try. Let's try. You never know, right, guys? You never know. Of course they have these guys. Those are the shields. Why?
後ろだぜ。それ。
There you go. Ishikirimaru. Come on, guys. Come on. We can do this, guys. Come on now. Come on. Do not let me down. Do not let me down. Come on. Come on. There we go, Ishikirimaru. More just keep coming, don't they? Come on now. Come on. We can do this. Come on. Come on. We got this. Come on. Let's get rid of this last guy right here. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go, Ishikirimaru. There we go. Oh my god. Yeah, this was a mistake. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, no. Yikes. Wow. My first C, guys. Gokutai got to level 57 though. Is that a good thing? I don't think it is. I see that as a this is how we die. Oh my gosh. That was bad. I'm just gonna be honest. That was so bad. Wow. Sorry, I'm wanting to change my background real quick. It's not autumn. And it ain't quite summer yet. But it is spring. There we go. Alright, none of them are in need of fatigue recovery. Okay, we're just gonna do... No, I want to do a regular sortie mission. Please, and thank you. Off we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the episodic movie recommendation a little early. So currently right now, I think I mentioned last episode, I'm currently out of town getting ready for a convention, and I'm staying with relatives for the convention because their house is, no, it failed. Their house is actually literally nearby the convention. It's like right up the road. And of course it's a disadvantage. isn't my first disadvantage, but it's, you know,
そこ
it's been a while since we've had one, right?
遅い遅い
So, like, before my relatives, like, leave to go out of town, one of them was like, you know, hey, let's watch a movie tonight. And I told them about this movie that I watched on Netflix. That's a Netflix original movie. And I showed them the trailer, and they were like, oh, yeah, no, that actually looks really, really good. I want to watch that. And we watched it. We watched it before I got ready to record this episode. We just finished it. And it's an anthology film. And what that means is it's a film that's broken up into multiple stories. So each part of the movie has its own designated, like, plot. And it was very interesting. Now, one thing that most people don't know about me is I'm a huge fan of animation. Obviously, if I'm an anime fan, I'm an anime nut. I voice act. That's what this whole channel is kind of dedicated to. I do a lot of voice acting. No, not my archers! So pretty much,
遅い遅い
any form of animation, I just love. And one of my biggest, like, loves of animation is stop motion animation. I find it so interesting, and I love watching how stop motion animated films are made, and I'm always looking for new ones to see that I've never seen before. Well, one of my favorite YouTubers here on YouTube, he does a lot of movie reviews for a lot of different types of media. And he did one for a film, and I saw from the thumbnail that it was stop motion. So I did not watch the video because I wanted to see this movie because it was stop motion. I figured out where to watch it because it popped up on my Netflix on trending. It was a trending movie that everybody was Googling, I guess, and were watching, and it was in the top 10 for a time on Netflix as well. So I made me some dinner, I made me a nice cup of
遅い
tea.
遅い
I think I just got home from work that day, and I sat down to get ready to watch this movie to see what it was all about. And I was pretty shocked with it. Not that it was bad. It was actually very dark, disturbing, but still very beautiful in a way. And it had very deep themes about like,
油断大敵だ
I guess, materialism. There's a lot of video essays about this movie, so I highly recommend, after hearing my recommendation about the movie, like my summary and stuff, go watch it and then go look up all the video essays that exist on YouTube about this movie, because there's a lot, and a lot of these people put a lot of time and effort into researching the, like, just a lot about this movie and the different themes about it and just everything. So look what I know. So without further ado, this episode's movie recommendation is the Netflix anthology film directed from Great Britain, known as The House. So yeah, and that's the poster, believe it or not. That is the poster. It probably looks like a lot of craziness. So yeah, The House, that's what it's called. You're probably wondering, why is it an anthology film? Well, the plot of The House is as follows. Nice! The plot of The House is as follows. Basically, The House centers around 3 separate stories, all of which, there we go. Sorry. They're basically 3 separate stories that all exist in the same house. Now, what does that mean? Basically, the movie is told through 3 acts, each told in a different universe, but all inside the same designed house. So the house exists in 3 separate universes, and inside this house, 3 different stories are told. So, Act 1 or Chapter 1, depending on what you want to call it, follows this young daughter named Olivia, and her family is very poor, but her father used to hail from a rich family. And one day, while her father was out drunk in the woods, he meets this strange old man who offers to give his family a home, but the catch is that he and his family have to move out of their old home and into the new one. But things begin to get a little strange, and things are not always what they appear in this house. So that's the summary of chapter 1. The summary of chapter 2, in my honest opinion, is the most disturbing one. This time we are in a universe that's completely occupied by anthropomorphic mice and rats. And we follow this mouse, only known as the construction worker or something like that. And he's renovating the house in order to sell it. But he has a bug infestation. And this whole section of the film is a descent into madness, and I won't go any further than that because it's the most disturbing part of this movie. It's the part of the movie that, ooh, nice. That was a support attack. Team leaders other than Team 1 will sometimes attack the enemy. Using enhancement training tool Jindaiko guarantees support attack. I didn't even use one. What? Can be purchased at the store or when sorting. I didn't use one though. So I won't go any further than the summary of that for chapter 2 because I can easily spoil what's going on with this one, but that one is the most disturbing part of this movie. Even when I was rewatching it with my relatives, I was like not getting ready for that part of the movie again because that part is just so disturbing. And lastly, there's my favorite part of the movie, which is Act 3 or Chapter 3. This one's a very feel-good story. And in this one, we're in a different universe. This time the universe is occupied by anthropomorphic cats. There has been a giant flood that has flooded the world, and the water continues to rise. And we meet this young cat named Rosa, and she owns this house that's been in her family for a while, I guess, is what it's kind of hinting at. And she's trying to renovate it in order to attract tenants because it's an apartment complex. And 2 cats currently occupy 2 of the apartments in the house. One is a fisherman named Elias, and the other is a free spirit named Jen, who's actually played by Helena Bonham Carter. If that name sounds familiar, she's been in a countless amount of Tim Burton movies, and she's in the Harry Potter franchise as Bella Lestrange. So she's in this movie. And I didn't know until like halfway through the film, halfway through Act 3, that was her. And I was like, oh, wow, huh? But Rosa is missing one thing, and that is money. And whenever she goes to collect rent from Elias and Jen, she's given fish and crystals instead. Well, then the arrival of Jen's spirit partner, Cosmos, awakens this new idea of what Rosa is really seeking in this ever-changing world that is kind of facing doomsday. And it's a very heartfelt story. Because Rosa, believe it or not, I actually want to do a skit for a upcoming convention to the ending song from the house, and it's going to be based off of Rosa's story, because the song reminds me more of
当然だよ
Rosa than it does any of the characters from the other two stories. But yeah, that's the
さあ
house.
行こう
I highly recommend it. It's about an hour and a half long, so it's really quick, but it's 3 separate stories, and it's on Netflix. So if you have a Netflix subscription, definitely give it a watch. It is labeled as like a dark comedy, and I'm gonna be honest, the first 2 stories, the first 2 acts are dark, with the second story, as I said, being the most disturbing. But the third story is very feel-goody. It's not dark. Like, it has its dark moments when you really think about the message of the film in its entirety, and this includes Act 3. But overall, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I highly recommend checking it out. But that's this episode's movie recommendation. I wanted to go ahead and get it out of the way kind of early on, because I was kind of thinking, you know, the past couple of movie recommendations, I either went on a ramble, or I got lost in thought, or I tripped over my words on how to summarize this without spoiling it, or in the case of last episode's movie recommendation, I didn't know how to pronounce
原作とは違うんだ
like names or anything. Episode 50 and episode 56 and level 56. Nice. I don't know why I said episode.
俺たちの戦場
But yeah, like, I wanted to go ahead and get it out of the way while I kind of already had it thought out and planned on how I was going to summarize this without tripping over my words and messing it up. But it's a really good story, and really good movie. I never thought I would watch it again, if that makes sense, because it's one of those films where, like, I feel like once you've seen it once, it's kind of hard to go back and watch it again, especially if you kind of know the twist of some of the stuff that happens, because some of them have plot twists in them. But I'm glad I went back and rewatched it, because when I first watched it, I didn't quite get what was going on until the 3rd act, in terms of like the theme through all of the stories and everything. But once I figured it out, I was like, okay, this now makes a lot of sense. Especially when I watched all of the video essays and analysis of the film in its entirety, and the different parts and stuff like that. But when I went back and watched it, this is my second viewing of it with my relatives, it kind of helped me see a little bit more, like, things that I never noticed the first time I watched it, especially in terms of like the themes and the storytelling. So I definitely think the more I watch it, the more I'm gonna notice things that I never noticed the first time that I watched it. But yeah. And the stop motion in it is just gorgeous. I've never seen any kind of stop motion like this before. They looked like, I don't know how to describe it without giving it away, but like, because when many people think of stop motion, they think of like Chicken Run and Wallace and Gromit, and then of course Tim Burton's art style, and then Leica Studios with Coraline and Paranorman. But this is a form of stop motion that is very different, because it's all done in felt. Like, I don't know if you've seen those tutorial videos of the people that make the little felt animals, or like you've probably seen the videos of the little felt Pokemon and stuff like that, but that's what it was. That's what the puppets were made out of for this movie, and I thought it was amazing, because it's a style that you never think you'd use for stop motion, because felt, like the little felt animals, you have to handle with care. So to be able to move and bend them in a way to create stop motion art and a stop motion film is just amazing, because I always viewed them as, you know, one false move and they'll fall apart on you. Like, they'll just crumble if you're not careful. So to see that it is possible as long as you know what you're doing really is an eye-opener. And I definitely think the animators of the house did a fabulous job with the stop motion, for sure. But yep, that's this episode's movie recommendation. The House. Definitely check it out on Netflix. And if you have seen The House, let me know in the comments what you think. Did you think the film had a different theme other than what a lot of people have talked about? What do you think the film was trying to teach people? And which one was your favorite part? Did you like act 1, act 2, or act 3? Personally, I don't think anybody's gonna make me change my mind about act 3. I still think act 3 is my favorite. Definitely my favorite. But everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I know not everybody is gonna like act 3, because I know when I went back and watched the YouTuber's video that how I first discovered the house, when I eventually did go back and watch his episode about the house and what, like, just his thoughts on it and stuff, he did not like act 3. He thought it was not the weakest, but like not the most interesting, if that makes sense. Oh, Higakiri, we never fused him, so yay, he got to Ranbu level 2 with his brother. But yeah, he just felt like that one was kind of like the weakest of the 3, and his favorite was act 1. And yeah, like, my relatives liked act 3, but they liked act 1 as well, and didn't really care much for the second half of the story. I think I finally did it. I think other than Yagen, I think I finally cleaned out of all of my duplicates, and if there are any more duplicates, it's probably because I can't do anything about them right now. All right. Team 2, off y'all go. And then I don't know, can y'all go? Awesome, they can. Make me proud, Tarotachi. I know you will. We're gonna go get that fish. And like I promised you guys, I promised that I would do like more recent films, because I know the past couple of films that I've done, other than Parasite, have all been much older films. So they came out in like the 90s or the early 2000s. Well, wait, no. So far I've done Big Fish, Interview with the Vampire, Parasite, and now The House. And so far the only 2 most recent films to come out in the past 10 years that I've done are The House and Parasite. Because The House came out this year. The House just came out in January, so it's a more recent film. Nice. Oh. Okay. Who we find? Man, I need to get Yagen repaired like ASAP, because I have way too many Yagen duplicates. We're obviously not going to get the fish because we went the wrong way.
どこに敵がいるかわからないからね。8スカ小鉄。いざ行
I
くぞ。
keep counting down the days though until the release of the Touken Ranbu
そこ。
collab thing. I think I talked about it in a previous episode, a few episodes back, the Nintendo Switch thing.
役落としだ。
Because isn't it in April? Isn't it in April that it's coming out? I think so. Correct me if I'm wrong.
当然ですよね。
And I'm still trying to find a way, guys, to play Twisted Wonderland. I am literally holding off on downloading that game onto my phone because I'm actually in the process of finally getting my laptop replaced and upgrading to a much current laptop to where I can run Steam and I can run PC games again and stuff. But I am still trying to find how people are claiming that they're playing Twisted Wonderland online. Like they're playing it like on their computers. I don't know how they're doing it, but some people are claiming they are, and I'm trying to figure out how. I thought I found a way, but when I went to like where it told me to go, Twisted Wonderland was no longer on that website. So I have no idea if I'm even gonna get to play Twisted Wonderland for you guys. That would be a fun game to play on my channel, but again, I have no idea how I'm going to play that since it's a mobile phone game. And if I can't find a way, then, you know, I'm sorry, guys. I've tried, but don't worry. Like, with my upgraded system, that means Nancy Drew. Like I said, I promised, like, I want to play Nancy Drew games. And all of the RPG games that I want to play, because I recently revisited To the Moon. I don't know if you guys have heard of the To the Moon franchise. I love Freebird games, and To the Moon is one of my favorite series. They came out with the third installment, and I have not watched a single Let's Play of it because I want to play it for myself. But the problem is it's only running on the newer computer systems now. So even if I did buy it from the Freebird website and installed it on my laptop, there's like only a 50% chance that it's going to work. So I just kind of held off on playing, I think it's called Imposter Factory. Because the franchise went To the Moon, Finding Paradise, and then Imposter Factory. I don't know if Imposter Factory is like the final installment of the To the Moon story, but I have not looked up anything about Imposter Factory because I want to be surprised. But I want to play the series from the very beginning. So that includes To the Moon, Finding Paradise, and then Imposter Factory. Hey, Eisen! And then I have some RPG horror games that I love to play. Because... Oh yeah, because the remake of Ib is coming out. Spelt IB, by the way. I keep forgetting that's coming out on Steam for the anniversary, the remake. I need to actually research that. I need to Google that and see when that's coming out, because I remember reading about that Ib was being re-released and it was going to have better graphics and stuff. So definitely, I need to find out when that's coming out, like ASAP. All right, Surumaru got to level 55. And I guess this means we got the item. Yes, we did. White Magnolia. All right. Okay. Let's go. Hold on a minute. Let me check something real quick. All right. So we're going to go set up some duties. For horsekeeping duty, let's have Holtamaru and is it pronounced Kiko? Let's use the fertilizer. Mikazuki, where are you at? There you are. You're gonna go work in the fields for a little bit. Because we gotta grow some vegetables. We gotta grow the harvest in, and Hasebe is gonna help you. As for sparring, let's do Sayo and Maeda. As I said last episode, I'm trying to do swords that don't get to do a lot of stuff. I keep forgetting Mikazuki is nicknamed Gigi. Is that right? Gigi? That means grandpa. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. My Japanese is very rusty, but I remember he's nicknamed Old Man. Like, he's nicknamed Old Man because he's like one of the oldest living swords. So that's kind of funny. I find that hilarious. Okay, so we have time for one more sortie mission before I have to call it. So, let's see if we can make it through this. We may lose some troops in the process, but that's okay. You know, that just means we make more. Okay. Oh, we got one red guy. I need to figure out which... Can anybody tell me which one of the troops makes the boulders? Because I have no idea which one it is. Oh, and I'm so sorry. Like, I was googling the Ebe game, and it's releasing this year. A remake with updated graphics is planned to be released in 2022. So I don't know if it has been released yet or what's going on, but hopefully that releases soon. So all right, Midare. Okay, so sorry guys, I'm back. I had a phone call come through while I was playing, but yeah, so I don't know exactly when the remake is coming out. The original game, believe it or not, came out in 2012, so this year will mark the 10th anniversary of Ebe. However, it's letting me view the Steam link, and it says it was updated 5 days ago. Hold on, let me go look at this real quick and see if yeah, it released in 2022. This is Ebe. Yeah, and that looks like new art style. Yeah, the new graphics. Like, I'm seeing like screenshots and stuff. Oh, English language not supported. Okay, so it only exists right now in Japanese, and it's not available yet, but they have like the link ready to go for when it does become available. But yeah, like, gosh, Ebe, yeah, since Ebe came out in 2012, that was around the year that I heard about it, because, like, gosh, back in the day of like my early days on YouTube, I watched like Markiplier, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye. I watched them play it.
油断大敵 どこに敵がいるかわから
Like
な
I
い
watched them play Eve and Mad Father, The Crooked Man, and Misao, like all of those old RPG horror games from back in the day. And if any of those names sound familiar to you, then you're awesome. Then you were around when that was like early PewDiePie, early Markiplier, and early Jacksepticeye, like before like all the games that they play now that they're known for. Like those were the games that I knew them for, because those were like they introduced me to the RPG horror game like world. Like I think I watched halfway through Markiplier's Let's Play of Ebe before finding out that no, like you could go to this website and download it for free for Windows. And I was like, what? You can do what? And I went to the website and downloaded Ebe for free, and I played it for the very first time. Same thing with Mad Father. With PewDiePie, I watched his full Let's Play of Mad Father, and then went and downloaded the game to play it. Jacksepticeye, then played them, and I watched it all the way through, I think. I found out about... the only one I haven't played was Misao. That was the only one I hadn't played. I watched Markiplier's Let's Play of it. And then I downloaded The Crooked Man on my own, and then went and watched like Let's Plays of it, because I didn't know there were multiple endings to that one. Like, yikes. I didn't know there were multiple endings to that one based on your choices during each part of the game until like I played it, and I was like, what is happening? Oh, we found a new Touken Ranbu. Who'd we find? Aw, another Horikawa. Ooh. Do we have anything that could heal the team? No. It's all for fatigue, and I need health, and I don't have that. Well, we'll just return to the Hanmaru then. Ah, they're back from their survey. But yeah, I'm very excited for the Ebe remake. Definitely will probably be the version of Ebe that I'll play on this channel, because I still have the old one. I still have the old one like on an external hard drive from my old Windows computer that I first played it on. But I feel like for my channel, since it's the anniversary, I want to play like the remake. I want to play the new one for nostalgic sake. And they're saying for the remake that they're adding new things. Like they're adding new levels and new challenges and stuff. So the game may be completely new from what I played. So I just feel like that would be amazing to play, is the remake. Hopefully they release hopefully on Steam they release it in English, so. Alright. I want to do one last fusion before we go. Alright. Aizen? Nope. It's Midare. Here we are. Midare. Okay. And this concludes another episode of Let's Play Touken Ranbu. So yeah, this event's pretty crazy, isn't it? I mean, I thought I could tackle normal, and all but one of my swords got incapacitated. So I'm not looking forward to what the next couple of phases are probably going to be. I'm very interested in this like story mode though that randomly happened at the beginning of the episode when I decided to record a episode. So sorry, my mic fell. So definitely I'm looking forward to whatever that is. And hopefully that means like by the time like, because it sounds like this event's being done in phases. So the next phase may be like another step in the story, maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the love and support with this series. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will be at a convention this weekend, so I do not know when I will record another episode of Touken Ranbu. Probably after I come back from the convention, maybe. But yeah, I hope you all have a great day and a great week, day or night, and I will see you all in the next episode. Have a good day.